Hey guys, it's Mr. Rudolph, and I'm here in my kitchen today, and I was thinking that pretty soon I'm going to be talking to you about some stoichiometry in class. And one of the examples I like to use when we're talking about reactants, making products, and predicting if I start with this much, how much the other thing am I going to make. I like to talk about creme brulee because it's one of my favorite desserts. And this year I was thinking that, well, instead of just talking about it, why don't I show you how I make it? Now, in order to make it, we only need 5 ingredients, starting with eggs and cream. And then, we're going to need some C12H22O11, some sodium chloride, and some 4-hydroxy-3-methoxy benzaldehyde, otherwise known as vanilla. Okay, so the first thing I did was I put the heavy cream, 2 cups of it about, from here, into my pan here, and I turned up the heat on it so I can, well, you know, increase the average kinetic energy of the molecules of the cream. So next we're going to need 4 eggs. Well, okay, not the whole egg, just the egg yolk, okay? And for those of you who have never done this, it takes a little practice to get it gracefully. I probably won't, but here we go. We're going to take an egg, crack it, and very gently, or not, pull this open and let the egg yolk fall out and put the yolk in that bowl. Do it again. Sometimes if you do it right, like I didn't do it the first time, you can take the yolk and kind of move it back and forth. There's 2. We need 2 more. There we go. There's 3, and 1 more. There we go. Got that. Alright, so I got my 4 egg yolks. You can do something else with these if you want. Okay, so my cream is up to just about boiling, and I'm going to add a little bit of my vanilla, about a teaspoon. Yeah, I know, it's not a metric unit, but we'll do about a teaspoon of vanilla. Get that in there. And stir it around just a tiny bit. Okay, and I'm going to take that off the heat because I don't want to scald it. Alright, I got my egg yolks here, and we got a 1/4 cup of sugar, and another teaspoon of salt, and the whisk. And we're just going to take this and whisk it around. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, just get that all in there. Very good. Just so it's all homogeneous mixture. And if there's anything you got to do right when you're making creme brulee, it's this. You can't add all the cream all at once to the egg yolks because all that heat, all that kinetic energy is going to cook the eggs like immediately. And you're going to have lumpy custard, and nobody wants lumpy custard. So what you have to do is take a little bit at a time, just dump a tiny bit in, and whisk it around. Just a little bit of heat to start warming up the egg yolks. So they don't cook, but they're starting to warm up. A little bit more, whisking the whole time. This is called tempering the egg yolks. A little bit more. A little bit at a time. Once you get up close to the end, you can kind of go a little faster, but that first step is really kind of critical so you don't really cook the eggs. Okay, so we're almost done for now. I've got my cream, egg, the whole mixture here going on, and I want to get it into my ramekins. So I'm just going to take a little bit in each one. I scoop, probably get a 1.5 scoops in each one. That's going in. That's going in. Alright, now, the next trick to a really good creme brulee custard is not to cook it under really high heat for a short time, but under really gentle heat for a long time. Pot of water was 4. Got it up to, see that steam? Ooh, molecules getting happy. And what I'm going to do is add it to the pan, not to the custards, but around the custards. Those are going to go in. I'm going to fill it up about halfway. Halfway up the sides of the ramekins. Okay, see all that? It's starting to cook nicely. And then, remember this guy? World's greatest invention, right? Best thing to happen to civilization since the wheel, maybe? I don't know. Aluminum foil. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of this, and of course it doesn't cooperate. of this, we're going to cover our pan very carefully. We want a nice gentle heating for those custards the whole time they're heating, okay? So now they're in the oven, and I wanted to give you a nice little screenshot of the oven. There's my oven, and peekaboo, there's the creme brulees cooking in there, covered loosely by the aluminum foil to allow some steam to escape. And they're going to sit in here for about an hour. So you know how I always say you're not finished experimenting until you're finished cleaning? Well, my kitchen's clean, and my timer's set for about an hour. I got nothing to do except maybe, I don't know, go take a nap. So the creme brulees have been in the oven for about an hour. Time to take them out. Woo, got a facial. Oh, here we go. Let's check these guys out. Okay, so this is the way they look when they come out. I'm shaking the pan. Notice a little bit of jiggle in the custard, and that means they're done perfectly. And what we're going to do now is take these and set them over here on a rack. Just like that. So at this point, the creme brulees are done cooking. They just got to sit here for about an hour, cool down to room temperature. Then I'm going to throw them over there in the fridge for about 6 to 8 hours. At this point, probably overnight. And basically I just have to sit back and wait, and then tomorrow I can really enjoy it. And if you're making it at home, this can go in your element collection. I'll show you my custard here. Look how nice and creamy that is. We're going to put a little bit of sugar on top, just a little bit. Alright. Kind of shake it around. Get a couple of those big guys off the top. You don't want those. Alright, so the sugar coating is on the top, and right now it's just pure unrefined sugar. Kitchen torch. There we go. And I'm going to caramelize it. It's getting all brown on top. Caramelization's happening. And done. Bring it over so you can get a good look at it. Look at that. Look at that chemistry. That is yummy chemistry. Oh my gosh. Creamy goodness. Crunchy caramel on the top. Hello.